If you live anywhere in the Tri-Cities region, you know what cheddar rounds, Frenchy fries, and sauce burgers are all about. Of course, we are talking about Pal's, a true Tri-Cities original. And right now, I want to welcome News Channel 11's Josh Smith to Daytime to preview the latest Tri-Cities original airing tonight on News Channel 11. Josh, thanks for being here.
They never usually let me sit in this part of the studio. I'm really excited to be here. Thank you for having me. This is going to be a lot of fun.
This desk a little lower than the one you're used to.
And that's the truth. Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Hello.
Hello. You're having such a good time with these Tri-Cities originals.
These are fun. You know, and I'm preaching to the choir here with you, brother, because you know this. There are people, places, things, businesses that you can travel the world.
Yes.
And you'll never find them.
Except
just like
right
here. They're part of who we are. They're part of our story. They're quirky. They're wonderful. And they're here. And so that's what Tri-Cities Originals are all about. And when we did the first segment in February, which was on Dr. Enough, immediately I heard people saying, well, you're going to have to do Pals. That's what we're doing tonight at
They're
6.
hand in hand now.
That is.
Because you can go get a great Dr. Enough right there at Pal's.
That's right.
That's right.
So smart.
Right there on tap, ready to go. But Pal's, I mean, just an icon in our region. I mean, I just read yesterday they're actually looking for properties in Knoxville, and I know the folks in Knoxville are already excited because a lot of them drive up to Jefferson City just to get Pal's.
Okay. This has created a bit of a storm on social media.
Right.
This whole question about is Pal's moving to Knoxville.
Yeah.
This morning, I've been in touch with their marketing folks.
Yes.
And I'm afraid maybe this horse is out of the barn because Pal's says in response to this, we are always looking for locations.
Right, right.
It doesn't mean necessarily we are going to do this. So at some point today, I think we're going to have to start to deal with this. And you know, and that is a testament to the love of this brand.
It really is.
And what I think we have some sound we're going to listen to here, but
from the man himself.
And part of the story is how did this happen?
Right.
So you know what we found out was Pal Barger. While he is in the 1950s in Austin, Texas, in the military, and he's out with buddies and they're getting burgers and shakes. He's scanning for a business opportunity, and he sees this restaurant called 2J's, and he said, "That's what I want to do." So we're going to talk about that tonight. And then I asked him a question about how did they come up with this idea of a building with a hot dog on top of it?
And here's his answer.
And he speaks about a man named Tony Baroni, who is an incredible artist who lives in California.
Right.
And we can pick it up there.
There we go.
What is the story behind the Pal's look?
And I told him, well, I think I'd like to do a fast food place. He just took a napkin, put it out there, and drew it upside down so I could see it. And that's where the Pal's was designed.
And did you love it right away?
Yeah, we pushed that aside, and he said, here's another idea. I said, don't want to see anything else. That's it. That's what we're going to do.
What was the reaction when you put that first building up with that design?
Well, he wanted to know who the crazy guy was that did that.
Good morning.
Classic Pal right there.
That is classic Pal.
Yeah, and Tony Baroni, you saw his picture there. He is an acclaimed artist.
Right.
And businessman. And and he's also Pal's buddy. And they're having dinner, and he's drawing on a napkin and hands it over and says, and Pal's like, that's it. And now 29 locations later, it's so much a part of who they are.
And when one of those goes up in a local community, you can just feel the excitement coming around because folks know I don't have to drive very far away to get my Pal's fixed now.
This UT basketball player that said, you know, I had my Pal's.
John Fulkerson.
John Fulkerson from Kingsport. You're seeing what's happening in Knoxville today with the mere mention they might be looking. And so our question tonight is, how did a guy from Kingsport with an entrepreneurial spirit translate that into something that people love so much? I mean, it's a burger and fries, it's a milkshake, it's good food, but it's more than that.
And they don't, the menu is got enough choices on there for keep folks happy, but it's not expansive. I mean, it's not like you're going to have to go up there and look through 40 things. And I was going to mention too, we had the Harlem Globetrotters here on our show not too long ago. Where did they go? Pal's.
Okay, do I have time to tell you a quick story?
Quick story.
That day, I went to interview Pal's.
Yes.
He was watching this show, and if you're watching this morning, good morning, Mr. Barger. And he saw them talking about Pal's, and he said to us, "Can I get a copy of that clip?" So we were able to send him a copy of the Globetrotters talking about Pal's. He loves the fact that people love Pal's.
And people do love Pal's.
They do.
Josh,
Thank
appreciate
you,
buddy.
Tonight
It's coming
at 6.
up tonight at 6 at Tri-Cities Original, all about Pal's.